Okay, so taking up this question, page 13, number 23. Page 13, number 23. Page 13, number 23. Hussein, where's your book? Okay, everybody has it out. Let's flip to the right page, page 13 of chapter 4. Okay, I want to take up this homework question because it's basically what we did yesterday. Cell phone company offers two different plans. Plan A, monthly fee of $28, 33 minutes, and then 45 cents for additional minutes. So you can see we have the two variables, which is the time and the cost. Okay, for plan B, no free minutes, just 25 cents per minute, and it's a $40 monthly fee. Okay, write the equation, determine what time they result in the same cost. Okay, so for plan A, Max.
I just basically wrote it
Okay, let's hear.
plus 0.45 times bracket x minus 30 bracket.
Okay,
Or
good.
fast.
No, I got it. So let me just write it down.
Equals to 40 plus 0.25x.
Perfect. Okay, so we did do this type of question yesterday. Okay, so remember when there's 3 minutes, we have to do this in bracket to consider the 33 minutes. And then any additional minutes, you times it by the 45 cents, which is a cost. Like after you do this, it's money, right? And so what's the additional fee? It's the $28. Okay. On the other hand, this one, it doesn't have any free minutes, and it's just the 25 cents per minute, so 0.25x. And then $40 monthly fee, so plus 40. Okay. The right side is what we're used to writing. The left side is actually the same idea. So mx plus b is just that this one comes with 3 minutes. That's why the bracket. Okay. And then now to distribute the 0.45. So 0.45x.
Minus.
Yeah, yep, you have the calculation.
I did all my work on the separate page.
You don't remember what you wrote? Okay. So 30 times 0.45. Someone with the calculator? Margaret, do you have the numbers? 13.5. 13.5, thank you. 13.5 plus 28 equals 0.25x plus 40. Okay, move all the letter term to the left, move all the numbers to the right. So 0.45 minus 0.25, you get 0.2x. And then here, 40 minus 28 plus 13.5, you get 25.5. So last step, to divide, divided by 0.2, you get
147.1.
okay, what's my unit here? Minutes, that's right. Okay, X represent number of minutes. Okay, so that means if I talk 127.5 minutes, it's gonna cost me the same thing with plan A and plan B. Not the best looking number because you can't really talk for half a minute. I don't think they charge you for 30 seconds, but mathematically, that's what you do. Okay. Are you guys gonna see like question like these?
Yes.
Yeah, that's why I'm taking it up with you guys. Okay, so definitely, we had a lot of practice with this type of equation, but not so much with this type. So I just wanted to reiterate it. Okay, so that was the homework. If there's any questions on that, feel free to uh, feel free to ask me later on in class. Let's move on to today's lesson. So, inequalities. What are inequalities? What is inequality? What's what is it? What does this word mean? Inequality. Yep.
Equal.
Or
Unequal.
or
Unequal.
more than or right, more than or less than. Right. So it could be equal because you could have greater or equal to. Yeah. So is these symbols right here. So this is the greater sign. This is the less than or equal sign. Equal. Oh, sorry. Yep. Okay. Difference between the two is that because of this little line underneath, that's how you know if it's equal to or not. So let's say you see a speed limit of 55. How can I write this using inequality?
Speed, less than or equal to.
Right. What letter should I use? What variable? S. Yeah, sounds makes sense to me. Yeah. Okay, what about height restriction at Wonderland? You have to be at least 102 centimeters to ride this roller coaster. Yep.
Age, less than typical.
You want to be at least, right? Greater or equal to 102. Okay. Do I need units? No. Okay. Again, in an expression or equation, you don't need the units. Okay. Milk. Did you know that you should store milk at temperature below -4? Is it 4? Oh, sorry, 4. Yeah.
Will be frozen.
Yes. You never tried frozen milk? Good. It's good that you didn't try. Is it good?
It didn't really taste like anything.
Oh, okay. So I guess milk popsicle. Yeah. But usually those milk popsicle is like extra sweet. They put a lot of sugars in those. Okay, so store at temperature below 4 degrees. What variable? Sophia? T, right. So not M for milk. Temperature. Temperature should be less than 4. Good. All right. What about this movie 14A? What? Yeah. So this movie, you have to be at least 14 to watch Jurassic Park or something. All right. What letter should I use? Yancy? A. Yeah, for H. And what should greater or equal to? Good. Okay. So let's solve this. So let's say, just for the sake of the lesson, I'm gonna move the letter to the left. I'm gonna move the number to the right. I know for some of you, you're saying like, huh, why not just move that 4.5 over? I wanted to show something, so that's why. So let's say I move the letter to the left. So x becomes negative x, and the symbol, instead of equal sign, I'm gonna keep it as the less than or equal sign. And then when I do negative 4.5, negative 4.5 minus 6.2, I get negative 10.7. Okay. What is the coefficient here?
What?
Negative 1, right? So negative 1. So to solve for it, I would have to divide by negative 1. So x, so is it that x is less than 10.7? Oh, Sophia, she knows it. Yes.
Flip the sign so it's greater.
Right. Why do I have to flip the sign?
Because it's no longer negative.
What tells me when should I flip the sign?
When you divide by negative.
When I multiply or divide by a negative. So whenever I multiply or divide by a negative, flip the sign. So change the direction. How do you guys want to say it? Flip the sign or change the direction? What sounds better? Flip? Okay. Flip the sign. Okay. And then fortify. So to fortify, I don't suggest choosing 10.7 because 10.7 could have been either way. It could have been like less than or equal to or greater than equal to. So instead, choose a number that is greater than 10.7. Max, what's a number greater than 10.7?
10.8.
And
11.
make yourself easier. Give yourself a like nice whole number. I would even go with like a bigger number. What's a
100.
100, right? So let's say I choose the number 100.
Yeah.
100 minus 4.5, is that greater than 6.2? Definitely, yeah. So, yep. So that's how I know it's right. Graph the solution. Am I doing a XY graph? Yeah. Number line. Excellent. Why is it not a graph? Because I only have one variable. When you have one variable, you're only doing a number line. So let's say this is my number line. All I have to do is do like 10.7. I don't have to write all the other numbers. Should my arrow be pointing to the left or pointing to the right? It's greater. So to the right, yeah. Okay. One more thing. Can it equal 10.7?
Yes.
Yes. So it's a solid dot. So what if it's just greater and not equal to?
It's a ball without filling inside it.
Right. Okay. Without filling inside. I'm thinking of a donut. So like a hollow dot. Good. Okay. So let's try example 2. Using an inequality to solve the problem. So boarding house A charges $90 plus $5 per day. Boarding house B charges $100 and $4 per day. So again, just like what we did at the beginning of class with the y equals mx plus b form. Jake wants to know, when will house A be less expensive than house B? Okay, so how do I write my equation? Who wants to try giving me the equation? Betsy, why don't you try it for A?
90.
Mm-hmm.
90x.
Oh, so this is the $5 per day. So 5x, right? 5x, and then you have the plus 90.
Plus 90.
Good. What about the B?
4x plus 100.
Right. Okay, but this time, instead of an equal sign in between, what am I writing?
Less than or equal to.
Perfect. Yeah. Oh, actually, should it be equal to?
Oh, no.
No. Yeah, it's just less than, because I want to find out when is it less than. Okay. Yeah, so you see the math is the same, math physics all the same. Okay, solving algebra is solving algebra. So move this to the left, move that to the right. So 5x minus 4x, you get x. Less than 100 minus 90, you get 10. What's my unit? X less than 10 days. Good. Okay. Uh, do I flip the sign here?
No.
Why not?
Because you have no operational negatives.
Right. Okay, so this is positive x already. I'm not dividing or multiplying by negative, so it's just that. Okay. And then graphing it, again, it's just the 10. And Ivan, you were telling me, how do I draw this?
So basically, it's a dot with no filling.
Okay, hollow circle.
Yeah, and it goes to the left side.
Perfect. Like that. Okay. So the hollow circle, or you can say the donut with no filling. It's a chocolate dip instead of a Boston cream. Okay. A couple more example here. So for this one, are we flipping the sign? Yes, because we have to divide by -5. So what would my answer be here? S is, Emmy?
S is greater than or equal to and negative.
Perfect. Okay, so it's still negative. So the math itself is still like 25 divided by -5, which gives you -5. It's just the direction of the sign changes. Okay, what about this one? B. Do the sign flip? Does the sign flip here? Angelina, what do you think? You don't think so? I don't think so either. Good. Okay, so A is less than -21 divided by 7 is? Yeah, that's it. Okay, so again, even though this is negative, but I'm not dividing by a negative number. So I don't change it. Okay, what about this one? Do I change this one? Sender, what about you? So do I change the direction of this sign?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I have to multiply by -4. So that means now is less than. And sender, what's -3 times -4?
Positive 12.
Excellent. Okay. And this last one, Brian, do I change the sign here? Okay, I have to multiply by 3. I have to multiply by +3. So do I change the sign? No. Yeah. So it's this, and then -2 times 3 is -6. Okay. Are we good with when we have to change the sign, when we don't? Okay. So can you guys try this one? Take 30 seconds. Try this. Ivan.
So I moved the plus positive 1.8 A to the other side, so it's negative 2.6 A minus 1.8.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then it's negative 4.4 A to 19.8, and then I flip the sign.
Negative 19.8?
Yeah,
Okay.
and then I flip the sign.
Because you have to divide by negative.
Less than 4.5.
So that means A is less than 4.5. Good. Is that what everybody got? Good. Okay. Bessie says yes. Okay. And then again, to fortify. Okay. The part B says to fortify. What's a number less than 4.5? Make your life easier.
1.
Make your life even easier. Right. Okay, so if this is 0, this is 0. Okay, does this make sense? 14.6 is greater than -5.2? Yeah. Okay. So choose nice, easy numbers. Don't make math hard. It's already hard enough. Okay. Last example, example 3. Using inequality to model and solve a problem. So a super slide charges $1.25 to rent the mat and 75 cents per ride. So Haru, he has 10.25. How many times can he go on? Choose a variable and then write the inequality. Okay. So who wants to give this one a try? Let's say Alvin. Hi. All right, can you give this one a try? $1.25 to rent the mat and 75 cents per ride. So 0.75 cents per ride. So oh, I don't need bracket. Yeah, just X. All right, I still have to pay the $1.25 flat rate. So how much do I have? So what sign should I put here? Right. Should it be less than or equal to? Less than or equal to, yeah. Because if I could spend it all. I could spend all $10.25, and then and not worrying about food or drinks or how to get home. Okay. So now to solve it, what do I do?
First move the 1.25.
Right. Move the number to the other side. So 0.75x less than or equal to 9.
No.
Yep. And then divide it. 9 divided by...
You keep the sign.
You keep the sign, you do, because I'm dividing by positive 0.75. So x is less than or equal to 12 what?
12. 12 right, sorry.
Right. Good. Okay, so you know how I always ask you guys like 12 what or 5 what and stuff? Because that tells me if you guys understand the word problem. If you guys are just doing this, anybody can just do the math, but are you guys understanding why you're doing the math? Okay. Solve it, graph it. So to graph it, Furhead, help me graph this one. So I have the 12.
In a circle.
Yep.
Left.
Yeah. Good job. Okay. So I don't need anything nice and fancy. Just something like this is good. All right. So that's the lesson. 22 minutes. So page 16 and 17. 16, 17.